you guys get to turn things. That's sweet. Because this is our time together. Remember? Forget those other people that are here. It's all good. Fix the dress. It's all perfect and good. Chris and Vicky, I want to begin today with a story that I'm sure will not happen today. Okay? It's a good thing that it won't. But it did, however, recently happen at a wedding I read about. At this recent wedding, the newly married couple was posing for their photos outside the church after the ceremony. They had all the usual suspects: the bride, the groom, the in-laws, the bridal party, the wedding party, all the different people there to get the pictures done right away after their ceremony. The idea was a good one, I think. Their idea was to get the photos done immediately after the ceremony so that they could get those photos taken and then developed so that they could be brought back to the ceremony that night, to the reception, where they were going to hand those photos out to their guests at the end of the evening in a gift bag. So when they were done, the photographer went off and got his pictures developed, and the guests and the couples all went off to the reception. Later that evening, the photographer came into the reception carrying the photos. He quickly found the happy couple and handed them their photos. But as the couple stared at their beautiful photos, there was only one problem. Behind the bride and groom in every photo was a church notice board which prominently displayed a Bible verse for the following Sunday message that read, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." In fact, as I mentioned to both of you, of the many couples that I've had the privilege of standing with on this day, the two of you are very special. Not only for your place in our lives, Vicky, and now Chris, but because you two have developed a really amazing relationship together. One that has brought you to this day, today, to this place. And as you're about to begin your married life together, I want to take just a moment to share a bit of wisdom, maybe a bit of life experience that comes from the Word of God regarding the love that will be the glue that will hold your marriage and your relationship together throughout the years to come. In the 13th chapter of a letter to a group of people in a city much like Vancouver today, the Apostle Paul wrote some of the most famous words concerning love that quite possibly have ever been written by anyone or spoken by anyone in the history of the world. Or at the very least, they are the most popular words. And this is what he wrote. Love is patient and kind. It is not jealous or conceited or proud. Love is not ill-mannered or selfish or irritable. Love does not keep a record of wrongs. Love is not happy with evil, but is happy with the truth. Love never gives up. Now, in this simple passage, Paul gives us a real picture of what love is intended to be by God. And that same love is not just a romantic love, but a love that lasts throughout a lifetime, because it's a love of action. As Paul discusses this love, the kind of love that is to be found in the church and in the lives of two people who commit their lives to each other, he uses some action words to give sustenance and substance to this thing we call love. The first thing that Paul uses to describe the kind of love that will hold your marriage together in the good and the bad and everything in between is a love that is patient and kind. In other words, a love that will see you through is a love that looks to the needs of the other person and the desires of the one we love, rather than our own needs, our own desires, and our own wants. If there's going to be foundations to your life and to your marriage and to your family, then it's going to be up to each of you to choose to act in patience and kindness towards each other. Paul goes on to explain what love is by using three more action-oriented words when he says love is not jealous, conceited, or proud, which simply means that the love that contributes to a wonderful and meaningful marriage is a love that is not selfish, but is selfless. And this afternoon, I want to share with you three little tips, three little things that can help you build this reality into your marriage together. Also reminds us that love is not ill-mannered or selfish or irritable. Irritable speaks harshly, unkindly, cruelly, and that is why love is never irritable. But the kind of love that supports a solid marriage is a love that seeks to build up and bring out the best in each other, which means supporting one another not only in actions, but very importantly, with your words. Paul continues to challenge us in our understanding of true love, the kind that grows with time, by stating that love does not keep a record of wrongs. In other words, the kind of love that grows deeper each and every day is one that forgives. If I were to give each one of you one simple tip for your marriage for the future, if I could only give you one thing today, I would give you this, and that is that always seek to forgive. There are going to be times where life will bring life, right? And stuff will happen. And it's not always easy to forgive, but if you can always err on the side of forgiveness, you will build the kind of relationship that you will need to get through whatever may come your way. God and these witnesses, and having exchanged these rings as a declaration of your commitment to each other, it is now my great pleasure, by the authority given to me by the Church in the province of British Columbia, to pronounce you husband and wife. Chris, you may now, for the very, very first time. It is. Just wait for it. You may kiss your wife for the very first time. Spoken before God and these witnesses, may they never be forgotten, and may they always remind you of the love that you hold for each other from this day forward. It is now, and I'm going to steal the rope, and you can turn and face these guys. My extreme pleasure to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Chris and Vicky Grant.